Hello, and welcome to this Pittsburgh Ready Literacy Workshop, library resources that support early learners and their adults. I'm Melanie, and I'm a children's librarian with the Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh.
And I'm Jessica, a children's and teen librarian at Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh.
First, we're going to talk about how to get a library card. Young children are eligible to receive a library card. Even for very young children, this can often be the first account of theirs and can be a source of comfort, pride, joy, and curiosity as they grow older. For children under 13, they need a caregiver, someone over 18 years old in their home, to verify their accounts either over the phone or by chat or by coming into any of our 19 locations to get a physical card. With a library card, you can help children download and stream digital content to your phone or e-reader via our library e-resources. Get information from library research databases, from language courses to test prep, genealogy to car repair. We will share some of these resources later in the presentation. You can also enjoy unlimited and fine-free borrowing. Educators and childcare providers who work in Allegheny County may be eligible for a teacher card. Because we now have unlimited fine-free borrowing, the main perk of this card is keeping personal and professional borrowing separate. Social service organizations, companies, and corporations operating within Allegheny County may be eligible for an agency library card in order to borrow materials for use with clients or participants. These agency cards still require an individual to be financially responsible for the account, but can have the same benefit as the teacher card. But it's much more than just a library card. Here are some fun facts about the Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh. There are 19 neighborhood locations. In April 1898, the main library children's department is established. It is believed to be the first fully organized children's department in public libraries and hosts the first training school for children's librarians. August Wilson, who dropped out of high school but continued his education by reading voraciously at the library, received his high school diploma from the Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh in 1989. CLP Maine was Andy Warhol's library when he lived in South Oakland. And we are here to help. We will be going over a lot of information about CLP and our resources. There are many ways to reach us if you have any questions. We have a chat feature that you can find at the bottom right-hand side of our website, carnegielibrary.org. You can also email us, call, or text. If you are able to, you can always stop by any of our 19 locations to get assistance in person.
We're going to jump in and share about library initiatives and services that can support early learners. Later, we'll talk about some adult-focused services. There are a few that truly overlap as well. The first one is Best Books for Babies. Created by a panel of local librarians and child development experts, the Best Books for Babies book list is a nationally recognized guide that assists parents, teachers, and caregivers in selecting quality materials to share with babies age birth through 18 months. Because learning begins at birth. We won't include specific data from every year because it varies so much, but in the past 10 years, we've given away thousands of best books for babies. First, we work on getting the book list out to the world. Then, each year, we emphasize book giveaways to promote access. In the past, this looked like baby book showers and special story times in the library, diaper and book giveaways, distributions through family centers and local hospitals, working with partners like Nurture PA, Maya Organization, Casa San Jose, and the Pittsburgh Public Schools Teen Elect program to reach families who may not be connected to the library. Ultimately, our goal is to get books into the hands of families that need access to books and the message that learning begins at birth.
Next, we're going to talk about e-resources for early learners. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that very young children, birth to 18 months, avoid screen use aside from live video chatting with friends or family. When introducing digital media with young children after 18 months, it should be co-viewed so it is a bonding experience, and so you can draw connections to the real world with the children. On this slide, we have 3 featured e-resources available for free through the library. They are Libby, Hoopla, and Bookflix. Libby is a free app that lets you borrow ebooks, audiobooks, and magazines from your public library. Hoopla offers ebooks, movies, music, TV shows, and more. Bookflix is a literary resource that pairs picture books with a related nonfiction book.
Play is so important and necessary for healthy development of a young child that the United Nations High Commission for Human Rights recognizes play as a right of every child. Play encourages understanding. Children explore how things work, how to get along, how to share, how to figure things out, and how to have fun and imagine and make friends. When kids play, they can be reliving their experiences at home, at school, or elsewhere, and feeling out what makes sense. They make meaning out of their observations. This is important to literacy because it develops a sense of narrative, the journey that characters take from the beginning to the end of the story. Each library location has space dedicated to play with blocks, puppets, puzzles, trains, and more, depending on the location. There is space for kids to play alone, with other kids, or with their caregivers. These spaces can also be a way for caregivers to connect and build community with one another while children free play. Encouraging families to spend time at the library for free play can also offer caregivers a free test drive on different activities. They can either head to the library for a favorite toy or activity, or can try to replicate that activity at home.
Programs for early learners. We have in-person story times at all of our neighborhood locations for birth to 5 years old. Some of our locations also hold play dates as well. We also have special story times throughout the year at all of our locations, including a Best Books for Babies celebration for families with babies 0 to 18 months, and pajama story time for families with kids 0 to 5.
We're going to take a look at resources that are geared for the caregivers, older children, and educators now. For school-age kids, we have Kids Club and Kids Choice programs that focus on learning and creating in an informal environment. We offer everything from painting to building bug hotels and activities that encourage curiosity and build relationships among our staff, kids, and their caregivers. For school-age kids, we also offer Super Science, a program where kids in kindergarten through 5th grade have a chance to get excited about a science topic. A read aloud is paired with hands-on, high-quality STEM activities promoting scientific inquiry and wonder about science. For teens, we have Teen Time and Teen Choice, and this is recommended for teens ages 8 to 19 years old. Teens can make LED cloud lamps, learn calligraphy, and much more, based on any kind of thing that they're interested in. We also have virtual tutoring like tutor.com and in-person tutoring events listed on our events page. We will look more at the asynchronous online options for curriculum support on this next slide. On our website, we have a dedicated homework help page. A great resource is tutor.com, which has live tutors available to chat or speak live with you from noon to midnight every day. They can help with a variety of ages and grades, from elementary school homework to college students' assignments. For students needing to write papers or do a research project, check out any of our databases. LAMP, Library of Accessible Media for Pennsylvanians provides specialized services to all youth 21 and under in Pennsylvania who have difficulty reading standard print because of visual impairment, physical disability that limits the ability to hold a book or turn pages, or who have a reading disability such as dyslexia. Families and caregivers may register their eligible child for library services at any time and seek assistance with book recommendations, literacy support, and available resources. LAMP offers tactile and braille early literacy kits to promote opportunities for literacy and learning for early learners and caregivers. Each kit contains books in braille and print, along with multi-sensory toys for an enjoyable and interactive learning experience. Literacy tips also accompany each kit that highlight how using the kit encourages the 5 early literacy practices of talking, singing, reading, writing, and playing. We have a link on this slide to the website for Library of Accessible Media for Pennsylvania, and you can search this site for these requestable kits. While we're reviewing these youth services, LAMP serves customers of all ages. You can visit them at mylamp.org to apply or help someone apply for their services.
We have recently updated the form to request outreach and inreach, or as we like to call them, library experiences. You can request everything from story time to workshops, just like this one for your organization. We can also select and gather materials for classroom use for any subject and level. Use the educator match form to send some information about what you need.
For adults wanting job and career assistance, the library has a range of services available. The Job and Career Education Center, JCEC, at CLP Maine hosts regular workshops on topics ranging from computer skills, resume development, nonprofit management, and getting a job. These courses are listed on our events calendar on our website, and they change frequently. Interview prep is also available through our mock interview service at CLP Maine's Job and Career Education Center. Schedule an in-person, phone, or virtual mock interview to practice answering tough interview questions, learn strategies to prepare for an interview, answer questions, and engage in a post-interview follow-up. PA CareerLink, Pittsburgh, Allegheny County, provides a host of workforce services to job seekers, like job search assistance and career counseling, training and skills assessments, resume writing and interview preparation, veteran services, services for individuals with disabilities, and talent matching, all at no cost. CareerLink is active at the Allegheny and Hill District locations. The library also offers some tips and links for teens. This research page also has information about school applications, testing support for trade schools and college entrance exams, and financial aid information.
If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to the library anytime by chat, by email, calling, or texting.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.